Well, we're now into our 18th hour of voting here in the House of Commons on the budget, but this is really about Conservatives standing up to the Liberals as they put a sledgehammer to Canada's parliamentary system, as they've shut down debate at the Justice Committee, which is the only public tool to investigate the SNC scandal. The SNC-Lavalin scandal is the thing I'm hearing every single day from my constituents, certainly when I'm home in the riding, and absolutely from your emails and your letters and your Facebook posts. This is the thing that the Canadians want to know about. They want to get to the bottom of this, and they want the truth. But at the Justice Committee earlier this week, the Liberal members shut down the debate. They shut down the entire committee. And then actually at the Agriculture Committee, when we tried to bring up the canola issue, we wanted to study that and have the ministers come and speak to the Agriculture Committee about finding a resolution as quickly as possible to the canola issue. We were shut down there as well. So it seems that any time a difficult issue or a controversial issue or something that takes a hard decision comes forward, the Liberals just simply shut it down. They are afraid to face Canadians. They are afraid to answer the hard, difficult questions, and their only solution is to throw billions of dollars at Canadians to try and change the channel and try to distract Canadians from the issues that they care about and the issues that are at hand. Canadians aren't buying it. Conservatives aren't buying it. We will continue to stand up for Canadians. We will continue to fight against the intimidation and the corruption of this Trudeau government. We will continue to vote as long as we have to today to convince the Liberals to let her speak, to ensure that Jody Wilson-Raybould has the opportunity to tell her entire story. And we saw today in the Maclean's magazine that Jane Philpott, who was the former Treasury President who stepped down and resigned as well, has now come out and said that there's more of this story to be told. The Conservatives will stay here as long as it takes. We are here fighting for our constituents, fighting for Canada's democracy, and fighting for the integrity of our Parliament. Thanks for staying tuned, and we'll keep you up to date.
Foothills, pardon me. I always get member for Foothills and the member for Bow River mixed up for some reason. The honourable member for Foothills.
I did just recently shave off my handlebar mustache, Mr. Speaker, so I can absolutely understand the confusion there. And it is almost midday. I can understand it's already, halfway through the day, so I can understand how difficult it is. But Mr. Speaker, I do rise in a point of order, and I know this has been a long process, but I think in light of the evidence that came to light this morning when the former Treasury Board President said that there's much more to this story that needs to be told, I think obviously it's quite clear that this is an issue that should be taken a look at in much more serious light at the Justice Committee. So I would like to look for unanimous consent for the following motion: that the House call on the Prime Minister to waive full solicitor-client privilege and all cabinet confidences to allow the member for Vancouver-Granville to address events that occurred following January 14th, 2019, including her time as the Minister of Veterans Affairs, her resignation from that position, and her presentation to Cabinet that followed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Does the member for Foothills have the unanimous consent of the House to propose this motion? There is no consent.